Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm doing a little intro here. I've already done this. I've already shot the video, but I neglected to turn on the webcam for the intro. Steve, yeah. Sometimes I know it's all me. I hate to admit it sometimes, but it's got to be me, right? Hang on a second. Sorry. Not sure there was something hanging out of my nose. I don't know what it was, but I got some ideas, some suspicions. Anyway, this one is so, Angelina's voice is just so perfect. And as we heard in the interview with Ivan and Alan Papier, he's playing the guitar in this one. Of course, we don't see Ivan playing and we don't see Angelina singing. It's like a music video. So, the song is put to this background. Now, just something, I'm going to brag a little bit. I guess it's bragging. Name drop, I don't know what you want to call it. So when I went to Vegas recently to see Angelina play, the show was at the Westgate, which used to be the International, which is where Elvis used to stayed for 7 years, around there, give or take a little. And so I stayed right there, and then I went out exploring a couple of times. I don't know if you guys saw those videos or not, but I went to the over to Caesars. That's where Adele's playing, and Garth Brooks. Adele apparently has been sick for a little bit, so she had canceled some shows or postponed them or whatever. So she wasn't there, but her poster was there at inside the Caesars, where the theater was, saying that she's like the headliner, and couple of big names there, Adele and Garth Brooks. Guess who else's name is out there? Angelina Jordan. Guess who's got the biggest signs and marquee? Angelina Jordan. You know why? Because she's the best singer in the world. That's why. What I'm going to brag about is that we also, Adair and I went for a little exploration and went over to the Bellagio, which isn't too far away from it. It's actually right in that neck of the woods. And that's where Angelina just pulled up in the limousine, is into the Bellagio. And I recognize it all because there's that big railing there. That's where the big fountain thing is, the great big giant fountain thing they put on display. They put it on every half an hour. And I recognize all that because I was there. I walked all that. That's where I filmed I filmed that fountain show 3 times, I think. The daylight, once at night. And also, we went into Bellagio and I filmed a bunch of stuff in there. They got a big Chinese kind of display thing in there with dragons and all that kind of stuff. It's really kind of cool. And that entranceway is unmistakable when you get inside. There's those glass flowers like up on the ceiling. It's huge, number one, but it's also very beautiful. And there's all kinds of high-end stores all the way around in there that you can go buy whatever you want to buy. If you got the money, you might not have any when you leave there. Good stuff. And you have to go there to appreciate it, but Vegas is, their whole purpose for being there is to welcome and entertain guests to their city and to all the hotels and all the businesses there. They know how to do it. Things are run just like they're just run so smoothly. All the vehicles that are pulling up front, dropping off people, everybody's friendly, everybody's helpful, everybody's, helping you get along on your way so that the next people can come, and it's just so smooth. And they welcome millions of visitors every year, millions. And they know how to handle a flow of traffic like you can't believe. And it's the same thing when you're leaving. Everybody's very accommodating there. They're there for one reason and one reason only. That's to welcome and take care of guests and make sure they have a good stay. And that was my take out of the whole thing, because there's a lot of places you go where they have hotels and things like that, but they just aren't as smooth. They aren't as we'll call it practiced. How's that sound? They don't do as big a volume as Vegas does, so they don't get to work out all the little kinks that happen along the way. But anyway, let's go back to the Angelina. So the whole family's in the limo. We got Uncle Mike, Sarah, little Juliet in there. I didn't see Grandma Mary, but somebody's filming this, so maybe it's her. And because later on we see Sarah with a camera, she's filming too, but somebody's filming her filming, so it's got to be Grandma Mary, right? So, yeah, this is But Angelina's voice in this song and Ivan's playing the guitar, man, tell me that's not impeccable, man. It is awesome. Awesome. Let's watch. I've done enough talking. Oh, I already did the video, but let's do it again. Why not? Hey, you never know. Maybe it'll turn out better this time. I'm going to go to full screen so my picture will disappear, but that's not a bad thing. I'm still here. Let's play the video.
You and me, we made a vow, for better or for worse. I can't believe you let me down, but the proof in the way it hurts. For months on end I have my doubts, denying every tear. I wish this would be over now, but I know that I still need you here. You say I'm crazy, 'cause you don't think I know what you've done. But when you call me baby, I know I'm not the only one. You've been so unavailable. Now sadly I know why. Your heart is unobtainable, even though you don't share mine. You say I'm crazy, 'cause you don't think I know what you've done. But when you call me baby, I know I'm not the only one. I have loved you for many years. Maybe I'm not just enough. You made me realize my deepest fear by lying and tear us out. You say I'm crazy, 'cause you don't think I know what you've done. But when you call me baby, I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one.
May come in handy for somebody if you ever get out there to Vegas, and if you ever go to the Bellagio. Is, let me find it here real quick. So when Adair and I went over there to explore, we went in the same entrance here. We went to the Bellagio, the front of Bellagio. Now there's 3 doors. 1, 2, 3. Angelina started to go with Uncle Mike over to the far door, but she ended up going with Sarah and Juliet. They went in the center door, which is the one that Adair and I went in specifically because Angelina went in that door. So we went in that door too. And then once we got inside, we kind of followed a similar path to what you see Angelina to. I was just doing that by memory from this video, which door she went in. Now, there's something interesting about those doors. There was, I think when we were there, Adair and I were there, they got in there and then the thing stopped a few times. If you touch those doors, a lot of those kind of revolving doors like that, a lot of the old ones, you had to push them to make them go. These go automatically all the time. They're always going. And when you just walk in there, and they're really big too. There's probably some of the biggest ones I've ever seen as far as how many people could get inside one of the quarters, if you will. And there's room in there for you to have your luggage and everything else, So they planned that ahead very well. And if you touch the doors and try to push on them, they will stop until you quit pushing on them. Okay? We saw that happen in action. There were some people that got in there and were pushing on it, and it would stop, and then they didn't know why it stopped, and they'd back away, and then it would start going, then they'd push on it again, and it would stop. Yeah, it happened a few times. It was kind of funny to watch, actually. I didn't know what was going on, really, until we got in there, and I think Adair said something about, if you push on these doors, they stop. I'd never seen that before. So if you ever go to the Bellagio and you're going through those doors, I think that's the only way to get in is through those doors. If you push on it, the door will stop. Just remember that in case you need it, okay? That's it. Well, let's get out of here. That's hopefully a helpful travel hint for anybody that's going out Vegas way. And if you happen to stop at the Bellagio, you'll know what's going on and what to expect. I don't know what's going on with that thing. Hang on. So I'd get my picture back for the closing here. Yeah, maybe not. We'll see. I guess not. Well, I'm over here behind the whole thing. I don't know how that works. That's a whole different thing. Oh, boy. Anyway. We'll do it like this. Yeah, there I am. Hey, how we doing? Yeah, that's the top of my head. I don't know why it's not on top of. Usually that goes on top of the other videos, but it's not happening this time. All right, guys. Yeah, and what else is new? There's always something, right? So we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here. Have a good day, good night, good morning, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. And Angelina's voice always impeccable. Ivan's playing with her. Those two are magic together. I always thought they were. She's also magic with Egil. She's also magic with the Cork Orchestra. She's also magic with nothing at all, with no instrument at all, just a cappella in the parking garage. I think there's a common theme here. If Angelina's singing, the whole thing is great, okay? She brings the greatness with her. It's not anything that has to be drilled up. She's it, okay? So, yeah, okay. I'm a biased fan, okay? What can I tell you? All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. See you next time.